Yo, like this video in the next 2 seconds, you will never green another shot in your life ever again. I would not risk it.
I can't take no breaks at all. I need a brand new Wraith and all. My dick in her face, I break her jaw. This is her day, but no cake involved. I been the case, erase the charge. Right in the back, stay away from the law. Back in the rest of the rape the bar. I'm going my way like the Escobar. What would I do? I start rapping. You niggas probably start rapping. What would I do if it wasn't for trapping?
What's good, YouTube? It's Fargo, and I'm here to bring you another 2K21 build video. Today we're gonna bring y'all the best stretch playmaker build in 2K21. So if you're new to the channel and you like these types of videos, make sure you hit that like button, hit that sub button, turn those post notifications for me, and let's get right into this video, man. Alright, so for this build, you want to make it a power forward because obviously you can make it a center, but it's not gonna be a stretch playmaker the way that you want it to be with the attributes. But we're gonna make it a power forward to start off. So the pie chart you want to pick is the half playmaking, half shooting pie chart, which is the one with the defensive and the finishing that are the same. So you don't pick that one. For the physical profile, you can definitely pick the one with the most speed. The one that we're gonna go with today is the one with the most speed, but a secondary one you can use is the one with the 61 strength and the 62 vert, and it's more balanced all around. But the only thing about that one is you're losing a lot in acceleration. The only thing that's an advantage in this one is that everything is balanced, but we're not going to use that one for this. We're just going to use the one with the most speed. For the attributes, make sure y'all copy all the attributes the way that I have it so you can get the right amount of badges. And if you care about the build name, you can get the build name as well. So what we're going to do for this is, for the close shot, you want to make that 61. Driving layup, you just max that out. For all the shooting, you max all the shooting out because you know it's a stretch, bro. You gotta max out all the shooting. You get 23. You see how much shooting badges you get? 23. You max everything out. Just for the playmaking as well, because you know it's a stretch. You max everything out. For the defense, you want to max out the interior D, perimeter D, lateral quickness, and the block, offensive rebound, defensive rebound, and the rest you just want to put that into the steal. And you should end off with 10 defensive badges. So altogether, you should have 1 finishing, 23 shooting, bruh. 23 shooting, 23 shooting, and 23 playmaking, and 10 defensive, which is an advantage for this build because you're a big man, and usually stretches you don't get this much defensive badges. You usually get around 6 or maybe 7, maybe around that range. But this is good for this build. So we're gonna move on to the height, the weight, and the wingspan. So for the body type, I made him burly. It really don't matter because when you put your weight down and everything, or your wingspan down and everything, it just changes, as well as your weight. Yeah, your weight as well. But I just made him burly just because when you put the weight down and everything, he still looks kind of husky. I don't know, pause. But for the height, we're gonna go 6'7", just because that's the only way you're gonna be able to speed boost with this build. And the way you want to be able to shoot better, that's the height that you want to put it at, because if you put it 6'9" or 6'10", you're losing a whole lot with the dribbling as well as the shooting. So 6'7" is the perfect height for this build. And for the weight, you want to go minimum weight, or if you don't want to lose that much, you can go 185. We're gonna go minimum just because I don't know what it is with me. I just like to have my player all the way down. I might as well just go, go big or go home or whatever. But I will go 180. But we're gonna try both. It doesn't really matter, like it really don't change anything. So I'm just gonna go 180 minimum. For the wingspan, no, this is the most important part, just because if it depends on how you play my career and how much time you want to put into this build. You want to make I'll personally put the wingspan at 81.0 just because you can go all the way down, but you're losing on defense a little bit. Say if you just want to get that little bit of defense, like it's no point in putting it all the way down because you're just losing hella on defense. You're just relying on the badges at this point. But for me, I would definitely put it on 81.0, but you can go max and you won't lose that much in shooting. But the only thing is with this, you have to play more in my career to get to that speed boost or to them pro dribble moves. But if you don't want to get to pro dribble moves like the slowest as possible, I would definitely put a minimum. But for me, I'm just gonna go 81.0 because it's a little bit balanced, and you get the 3 ball is not that much of a drop off, and your finishing go up. for the driving layup, so we're just gonna go with this one. Now for the takeover, what you can pick, I wouldn't pick playmaking just because I don't know if they fixed ankle breakers yet after this latest patch. They just passed the game yesterday. I don't know if they changed it or not. You can do that if they end up patching that and putting ankle breakers in the game. I would pick that, but right now we're gonna pick the spot up shooter. All these other ones, post scoring is not good for this build, just because I wouldn't say post scoring is bad. It's not bad, but you don't have the strength to really back people down, so I wouldn't use it unless you just fading away every time. That's the only situation I would use post scoring. And shot creating is not bad either, but for me, I'm a stretch. I want to spot up. I'm not taking no moving shots like that. I'm spot up, bro. I'm getting open, spot up, bro. Like, so I'm just gonna pick the spot up shooter. And the build you should get is the stretch playmaker. You see the similarities. You got Bogdanovich and you got Kevin Love and Jason Tatum. I don't know about Jason Tatum, why he's in a stretch playmaker, but I'll take it. Kevin Love and Bogdanovich is perfect comparisons. So we're gonna get right into the badges and everything. Alright, everything is at 99. And you see how when I hit 90, this is pretty much 95. So these are all the stats that you have when you reach to 95, depending on how you max it out. So the only thing you have Hall of Fame on here, or the two things that you have Hall of Fame, excuse me, is the shooting and the playmaking, just because you're a stretch playmaker. So we're gonna start off with the shooting, because this stretch, you know, we shooting over those. Like, dude, Dennis, we shooting over those. So this would be the bad setup I would use. Let me see. Hall of Fame hot zone hunter, Hall of Fame range, then we got Hall of Fame flexible, Hall of Fame catch and shoot, because you know you a stretch, Hall of Fame dead eye, and we got bronze green machine, and we gonna put silver volume shooter. Perfect, because you're not taking difficult shots. You don't need that. This is what I would use if I made this build. Perfect badge setup just for a stretch, because you don't need anything else. You have Hall of Fame, you have 23 badges, and you can just put them anywhere you want. But this is I feel like this is the perfect badge setup when you're making a stretch build or any shooting build that's a big with a high 3-ball. I would definitely pick this one. So for the playmaking, you can really go crazy with this, because you know you got the pro dribble moves, Hall of Fame, everything. Whenever you can, whatever you can get Hall of Fame in, get Hall of Fame. Like quick first step, space creator, tight handles. Then you got bailout, put the little bailout in there. Handles for days, of course, because you don't be over dribbling and you know, losing the rock. And the last one I'll probably put it on is I'll probably put the I'll put bailout silver. Then let's see, we can do lob city passer silver as well, or I might switch it for downhill, because you know I'm gonna be playing off the ball. I'm not gonna be on the ball. I just want to be able to run down the court fast when I get the ball. So this is what I'll run for playmaking. And for defense, it's a lot you can use in this. You don't get Hall of Fame, you just get gold. So I will go gold clamps, gold intimidator. Then you don't need pick dodger, because you're big enough to get bottom screens, I feel like. And you could just put rim protector silver, you know, tireless defender, maybe even box on there. This is something easy. Like, this is one of them builds you use for fun, so I wouldn't really worry about defense, just because you have, I will run this on the park, but I wouldn't really run this like if I'm serious. In the rec, it's not bad. In pro-am, I'm not running this build. I'm getting cooked on defense in this build. So this is pretty much a build that you use for fun and everything. So that's what I would use for defense if I were to make this build. And finally, finishing, you don't really have nothing, so I'm just gonna put it on contact finisher silver. You don't need giant slayer. Maybe you do, because you're 6'7", but the way you make your body type, it depends on how big your player gonna look, the way you make them. So most likely I'm just gonna put contact finisher, or yeah, just contact finisher. That's what I'll put. It's nothing else I can put on there, because I only get one. So if you like these type of videos, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button, hit that sub button, turn on those post notifications, man. We under 100 until I hit 2K subscribers, so y'all know y'all gotta tap in with me. I appreciate all the support. It's Fargo, and I'm out, man.